to get shit done at home. Hello and welcome back to Sandra's Shelf, where we talk basically everything self-help. So today I want to talk about productivity, and more precisely I want to talk about how to actually be productive at home, and I have 4 easy steps that I always follow when I want to be productive at home. So being productive at home can be quite hard and difficult and challenging, especially when you first start out. Luckily there are tips and tricks to help boost your productivity and to, basically make you feel good while working from home. So whether you're studying, you're working from home, you're deciding to write a novel from home, whatever it is, whatever you're deciding to do from home, these tips can help anyone and everyone doing whatever they wish to do right at home. I don't want to delay much longer, we'll get right into the tip. My first tip is to have a morning boost. So what does that mean, having a morning boost? So if you want to start off your day on a good foot, you're gonna have to have a good morning boost. Part of a good morning boost is having a good positive mindset when you wake up in the morning and when you're about to go to work in the morning and do whatever you need to do around the house in the morning. I would say it's ideal if you want to kick off the day right, because if you kick off the day with a bad mood, depressed mood, or low energy or low vibrational mood, then your day normally typically follows that curve, and maybe at some point it can go back up, but why not just start off high and go back low instead of pushing through all the hours just to have a good hour at the end. So that's what I see a morning boost like. Now, it's important to note that in order to have a good morning boost, normally people that have good mornings also have a good sleep routine and a sleep schedule. I will be making videos relating to sleep and sleep routines and sleep tips and sleep deprivation and insomnia and all of those things, because obviously I have suffered from it. I mean, it's not obvious to you, but it's obvious to me, because have you seen these bags? Have you seen these bags? But I am working on it and I know how to fix my sleep. It's just a matter of time and patience and dedication. So I will be making further videos and blog posts on the matter of sleep. So sleep contributes to a good morning. A good morning contributes to a productive day, right? Here are other things that are involved in the morning boost, in my opinion. So another way to get a good morning boost in the morning is to actually get properly ready in the morning. You can wear a decent outfit, put on some makeup, fix your hair, groom yourself, take a shower, anything that will make you feel presentable and make you feel like you're actually about to do something important in your day. The urge to be in sweatpants and to be unpresentable is very strong, especially if no one's seeing you, no one's interacting with you, and you're home alone and you just want to, get your work done. However, there's something to do with the mindset of oh, I'm going to be doing this and I want to be presentable, that actually helps boost your morning and boost your confidence. So essentially doing anything that makes you feel good and doing anything that makes you feel like I mean business right now. I mean business. I mean, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. So you need to kind of look the part in order to feel the part, and if you feel the part, you're normally going to start looking the part. I don't know if you catch my drift, but I think there's some kind of psychology behind it. So another morning boost is to make a healthy and fulfilling breakfast in the morning. There are so many people out there that are skipping breakfast, having a cigarette, having a coffee instead of breakfast. I'm one of them, but I'm working on it. Actually, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. By the time I wake up in the morning, I'm breaking my fast, and I usually fast for long hours. So I rejoice in a good breakfast, avocado toast, eggs, everything. Just put in the time, even if it's just 10-15 minutes to make it and eat it. Just put that time for yourself in the morning and be nourished, and you'll see how your day will go. By the time it's 11, 12, 1 o'clock, you won't have that grumpy, hungry feeling that most people have. So you already have the fuel to keep going, and then at that point you can have your lunch, have a snack, and you'll be ready to go for the next meal, right? The last thing you want to do when you're working from home or you're at home and you're trying to be productive is snacking throughout the day and keep going to the kitchen, keep going to the fridge because it's right there and you want to eat something and you're hungry and you don't know what, take that extra 10, 15, 20 minutes in the morning to actually prepare a nice breakfast and start your day off right instead of, wasting all that time and energy thinking about what you're going to snack on next. My second tip is to find structure. Finding structure in your day will greatly improve your productivity at home. You can try to plan your ideal morning and nighttime routine in order to build that structure, in order to have those blocks of time that you decompress and that you're ready for the day and you're ready for the night and you're ready for your sleep. When you have these routines, it makes things so much easier for you. Since working from home and finishing my master's from home when the pandemic started, I really had to learn how to have different routines. Like I have a morning routine, I have a day routine, and I have a night routine. I try to stick with it. I try to alter it whenever it best suits me or if it doesn't serve me anymore. So this is something that you're probably going to have to do on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis, depending on your workload, depending on what you have in your own expectations and going on in your life. But it actually helps you. If you have structure, after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you tend to start following it and you tend to tweak it to perfection in order to suit your needs in your day. In order to be more productive as well. The other thing with having structure, not only does it keep me sane, but it also keeps me healthy. And when I'm sane and healthy, I am able to keep productive. These routines become like a self-care practice and it helps you to be on track with everything, your sanity, your mental well-being, your physical well-being, as well as your productivity. So the things you need to do and get done on time so you don't stress and you do take care of yourself more. In the same manner, what you could do is actually to keep a timetable for yourself. As you would have a timetable at work, with your task, your lunch, whatever, and you would have at school with, your classes, your lunch, and whatever. Same thing goes for at home. You don't wake up at random times every day and start your days at different times every day. You're just gonna be out of balance all the time. You're always gonna be playing catch up. You're always gonna be out of order, basically. Having a timetable and trying to stick to it more or less accordingly to what you have to do in that day can greatly help you. The way I've been doing this is by using Notion online, because Notion, I can check off everything that I have to do every day. And I also have a pad from the dollar store. It's a Monday to Sunday pad, and every week I fill it up on a Sunday, and then I know exactly what I need to do so I don't have to scramble. Sometimes I put the timetable as well. I write the time where I want to accomplish these things in order to, not forget and be on track. Honestly, try to have a timetable, try to make some structure. You'll see how effective it can become. And not only that, it prevents you from stressing, overworking, or working late at night, or working on time at times that you shouldn't be working and you're not really functioning. If you stick to something, if you stick to a routine, life tends to be easier. Every time that I can think about my life being out of balance, out of whack, it's because I don't stick to a sleep routine, I don't stick to a day routine, I don't stick to a self-care routine, a morning, night routine, day routine, work routine, even posting these videos on YouTube. This is all a routine. A video comes out on this channel mostly every Thursday around 2 p.m. EST, Toronto Canadian Standard Time, whatever, Eastern Standard Time. So if I don't incorporate that on my to-do list, if I don't film the video, edit the video on time, I'm always scrambling and I'm always missing a week. So I missed the last 2 weeks, for example, and that's on me because I didn't manage my time well enough. I didn't stick to my schedule well enough. Sure, sometimes there are things that happen in life which you can't, but at least you have a routine to a guideline to help you more or less achieve what you normally achieve, or you can always adapt it to your new routine. Or if you're taking on new things and handling more things, this is usually what happens in my life. Every month it seems like I'm handling more and more stuff, but I need to be able to handle the old stuff in order to handle the new stuff. I don't know if that makes sense. To me it makes sense, and that's why I am a strong, firm believer in routines and structure. My third tip is to stay inspired and stay motivated. It's so monotone to work at home every single day. You see the same four walls, you're not really going anywhere. Maybe you take walks, or maybe you take a break, maybe you go out for lunch. That could be possibilities, right? But for someone who's more like a homebody and that has her routine and stuff, it can be hard sometimes to stay motivated and, inspired to work from home. Sometimes I really gotta kick my ass, right? So here are some things that I would suggest in order to be motivated and inspired to get shit done at home. You can study or work alongside someone else from your house if you know you're not going to talk or be too distracted, or through FaceTime. I love doing FaceTime with my friends, or you know, people that have the same career paths as me. Like, I just love like having someone there because it feels like I'm accountable. Like, I can't just be a fool and like be doing nothing, you know? Like, it's good to have that accountability, so long as you don't really talk that much and you get the stuff that you need to get done. Another way to keep you inspired and motivated is to look at people that are doing the same things as you are, or they're doing better than you, and try to figure out what do they do different, what are their routines, what are their habits. You don't have to incorporate their exact habits and routines. I actually strongly advise against that unless it works for you or you want to try it out and you see it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't serve you, don't, okay? Just, this is for inspiration purposes only. This is just not for comparison and not for like, you know, putting yourself down, just for motivation and inspiration only. If it's doing anything else and not serving you, then forget it. Just look at yourself. But sometimes, like when I film these videos, when I'm doing my stuff for freelancing, website, blog, YouTube, etc., Instagram, Bookstagram, I do so much stuff. Like, I like to look at creators that are doing better than me and seeing like how they do that, like, you know, like what is it that they're doing different, like what kind of routine that they have. Like, can I learn something from that? Can I get inspired from that? And if yes, then I'll like look through that in order to be more inspired and get more shit done in my own life. Another important thing that I would recommend doing if you can is to create another workspace or a study space, or as well as a new relaxing and fun space. It could be that you work at the dining table, but maybe you're gonna need to work at the desk, or your mom's desk, or your dad's desk, or your brother's desk, or your boyfriend's desk. Like, it could be that you just need a switch up, or it could be like you need some decor. You just need to like switch things up sometimes. Sometimes like I'll work like on the couch for a week and I'm like, I don't know why I'm working on the couch for a week, but it's helping. So if it helps, then why not? And then, you know, you need to have these rest stations as well, where you can, you know, decompress and like you can switch your brain off and recharge in order to be more productive when you get back to your workstation. So if you have the means and the space, or if you're like home alone, you could definitely do that. Like, who cares? No one's there. You can just, you know, set it up 5-10 minutes in the morning and get your routine done throughout the day. But don't forget, you need to keep those spaces clean. I think like keeping the spaces clean is good for productivity, because if it's cluttered, if there's too much going on, you're gonna get distracted, you're gonna feel stressed, you're gonna feel overwhelmed. So keep it as clean as you can, keep it as clean as possible. I don't know if it's just me, but a lot of the times being clean or being in a clean environment kind of like cleans my head out at the same time. I know there must be a certain kind of link. I don't know the medical or psychological term for it or whatever it is, but I do know there are many people that feel the same way about cleanliness and productivity. So it's something worth discovering on your own time, by your own self, and seeing like, if you clean your space, how would you feel? Are you gonna feel refreshed? Are you gonna feel better? Are you gonna feel more motivated, more productive? Do it and then let me know, because I think it will help. So as seen from the previous tips, you have to create new structures, new timetables, new routines as soon as they stop serving you, or like if they haven't served you in a while. Not as soon, because sometimes it could just be going to a lull, but like I'm talking about like if it's been like months and like nothing's changing in your life and you feel like you're unproductive again, then you need a change, you need an overhaul. It's like changing your workspace is the same with like changing your routine and timetable space, right? So yeah, try that. Another good one is to have at your ready motivational videos, motivational quotes, and motivational mantras at the ready, so you can like always look at them and feel inspired by them. And you know those TikToks where it's like, you need to work, but like not like those ones, like not the toxic ones, but more like the, you know, at 23 years old, like Bill Gates was like, no, not Bill Gates, but Oprah was like fired from her job. You know, those kinds of videos where you like kind of feel better about yourself, but you also feel motivated to do better about yourself and do better. You know. And my next way to stay inspired and motivated is to be near a window, be near lighting, good window. Like, you want to be awake, you want to be present, you want to feel like you know, you're not like a vampire in the dark. I know some people like that. I know some people like that for a certain amount of time. I don't judge. Personally, to me, if I see light and daylight and I can equate that with work and productivity hours, it's easier, it's better. Mentally, it's more like in tune with my circadian clock and my circadian time and work. So that's just me. It could be it's not the same for you, but I would still consider that in your options. And then another little way that you can stay inspired and motivated, if you work with music or if you work and study or write with music, my favorite thing to do is like every so few months, like 2-3 months, I will make new playlists, download new songs, and like I'm ready, you know, like I'll have a new workout playlist, I'll have a new study playlist, I'll have a new work playlist, I'll have a new writing playlist, I have a new reading playlist. I take this shit seriously. I'll have a new playlist every few months to get re-inspired, re-motivated, and just keep cranking, right? So I don't know, if you're a music head like I am, then you should definitely try this tip. So my fourth tip is to take care of yourself. So you might be thinking to yourself, Sandra, what does taking care of yourself have to do with productivity? And my answer is everything. It has everything to do with productivity. So self-care equals productivity. Self-care in of itself is productivity. Self-care can lead to more productivity even while doing non-self-care activities. Okay, so let me explain. When any aspect of your health suffers, generally speaking, your productivity will suffer, if not now, then in the long run. For me personally, the more I sleep, the less productive I am. I only maintain the illusion that I'm being more productive because I have more waking hours, but those hours are so excruciating and they're spent filled with worry, doubt, stress, tears, you know, and it's like I'm pushing harder than ever for like less results. So it feels like I'm dedicating more time to a project, so it feels like I'm doing more, but actually I'm just making things 10 times harder for myself. I'm ruining my health and I'm ruining my productivity levels. Another thing worth noting is that there's no point in being like overly or super productive if you're gonna be super stressed and tired, because then you're just not productive in your overall life and health and like, you know, your plan to like live a long and healthy and productive life, right? So it just cancels out. Like if you really sit down and think about it, it cancels out. If you're stressed and you're working long hours and then you find yourself always smoking, having a cigarette, I don't know, like doing things that like, you know, basically ruins your health, ruins your bank account, ruins your time. It takes your time to go and smoke a cigarette. It takes your time to go buy a pack of cigarettes. It takes your time to go to a store and get your cup of coffee and you get like 10 of them in a day. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, it's not productive. It's actually not productive. Not only that it's not productive, but it also harms your health. So you gotta be careful with what you see being productive and what you see as being non-productive. You gotta really like weight the hours you spent in, the hours you spent stressing, and the hours, you know what I mean? Like you just really gotta evaluate, and that's why I think you really need to take care of yourself. And honestly, I'm sure you've heard it before, but taking care of yourself is the most productive thing you can do in your life, like ever, okay? Not just like taking care of yourself financially and work-wise, but taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, you know? So here are some of the ways you can actually take care of yourself. Eating healthy and nourishing meals, staying away from social media at morning and at nighttime, limiting excessive screen time in general, exercising, stretching, and or moving your body daily. This is also good if you're prone to like back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, all kinds of pain. And it's just good to move your muscles. It's good, it's a self-care practice. It releases endorphins. It also helps future you from, you know, not having all these physical ailments and pains, and which is gonna make your life 10 times worse and 10 times less productive, and you don't want to be productive and in pain at the same time, right? So make sure you move your body every day. It doesn't matter if you're taking the stairs or if you're like taking a walk between work. Just try to move as much as you can. Even if you like, you know, sit down an hour and then decide you're gonna like walk around your house or your workstation for 200 steps, that is also like, you know, helpful because it raises your heart rate and you get some blood flowing. Another good one is drinking enough water. I drink 5-6 of these a day, and you know, sometimes I wish I could drink more, and it's just like, you know, even like putting in the time to actually grab your water, drink it, and remember drinking it, because literally for me, water prevents migraines and headaches, and it prevents dehydration, and it prevents, you know, like lack of concentration. Like when I feel hydrated, I feel more focused and concentrated. I feel like, you know, I don't need as much coffee or as food, because really at the end of the day, what ends up happening is that you're actually more dehydrated than you believe to be, so you need to replenish your body. Similarly, talking about replenishing your body, making your body feel better, feeling more productive, feeling more energized in the morning, you have to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. At least 6, but 7 to 8 is the ideal time. 7 to 8 good night's sleep. I have a Fitbit that helps me track my sleep, and I hadn't had a Fitbit for like 2-3 years now, so getting this back again, I feel like I'm back on track, on the right track, and I'm feeling more productive again as well. And another little thing that you can do is to give yourself a break, or give yourself small little breaks, and you can do something for play or do something that is enjoyable, because when you spend time to, like, you know, do fun activities, it remotivates you in being more productive, because you don't feel like you spend your life just productive. Like you can actually enjoy your life at the same time, so it actually helps you be more inspired and more motivated, as well as taking care of yourself. So that was the end of the video. I hope you like these 4 easy tricks on how to be productive at home. Let me know what are some tips and tricks that you follow in order to be productive at home. Let me know what you do from home. Like, do you work? Are you a freelancer? Do you work for a company? Do you work on the phone? Like, are you studying? What's going on? Let me know what do you do, and then what do you do to be more productive and to take care of yourself as well. And if you like this video, you already know, like, comment, and subscribe. More videos every Thursday, more self-help related videos. Also, let me know what kind of videos you want to see, self-help related, but that also involves like mental health, wellness, spiritual health, emotional health, relationship health, love, like money health. It involves anything, you know, like it basically involves any life circumstances or any life issues, anything where you just want to see more tips and tricks or have a new perspective or idea on a certain topic. I'm open to suggestion. You can always email me. You'll find my email, you'll find my link, you'll find my website for more resources, and normally all these videos have a blog too if you want to follow, or if you just don't want to come back to a video and you just want to read quickly one of the steps, you can always do that. So for now, I'm going to go, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye!